The Group 2 over the 1200 metres. Under handicap conditions, we have 12 going to post, with the field headed by Skyfield, who's a super run behind Super Wealthy, over 1,000 metres, staying on strongly. Stronger was in that race as well. Super Wealthy going round once more. Computer Patch coming up in class and up in trip as well. Buddies on the Celebration Cup comes down in trip. Lucky Patch, Courier Wonder, unbeaten in 5 from 5 last season. He returns here. Super Wealthy on a hat-trick after winning last time and back up to the 1,000 metres. Void Warrior, Wishful Thinker, Harmony and Rich, the track record holder at Happy Valley, switches now to Sha Tin, and Nabua Tack off a lightweight here. Alexi Bedell's picked up the ride from barrier number 3. All right, we'll have a look at the speed map then as far as this one's concerned. Mark, we're saying good in the early stages. There might be a couple of horses fighting out for that lead.
Absolutely. Voyage Warrior, Computer Patch and Harmony and Rich. He just gets out and runs. And of course, Buddies, Paul, who's fourth on the inside there. He's a last start Group 3 winner, but that was over 1,400 metres.
Yeah, so a little bit quicker for him, but he has led over 1,200 in the past. Duke White and Skyfield and Courier Wonder shouldn't be too far back as well. Just a moment. I wonder what Lucky Patch will do. That's the query horse there. He won't want to sit out 3 wide. If Computer Patch goes across, he might try and go forward as well, but it does look a bit ugly for him there.
It does. Zach will have a plan A, B, C and D, I'm sure. And Nabua Tack, he's back in the field on the speed map and likely to go back there too, but he did race forward in Queensland prior to arriving a couple of times. All
right, OK. Well, before we have a look at a couple of the key races, let's look at the history of the Premier Bowl as well. There have been a couple of upsets along the way, but a bit of class on the sheet there as well, Paul.
Yeah, definitely. Lucky Bubbles, of course, Mr. Stunning, great horses here. Hot King Prawn managing to win. Look, Wishful Thinker, he's in this field as well, and he is going to get the race run to suit. So he'll get back. He'll be a decent price as well. He's, over 40 to 1 at the moment.
Hot King Prawn is back at the trials, and not only did he win last year, Wishful Thinker, he ran third 2 years ago, so he's got a good record in the race.
OK, but Courier Wonder is going to be a big talking point here as he returns to action. He's trained by John Size.
John, Courier Wonder unbeaten in 5 starts from Class 4 to a Group winner. How hard is that to do in Hong Kong?
Well, it's hard for the horse. He's certainly showed his class and quality up till now, and it's a big effort from him. It's hard to do.
Has he done well during his break?
He seems all right. He looks pretty good. He's training normally, and his trials have been normal for him. So I think he presented the races quite well.
You raced most of these in the Sha Tin Vars last time, so that must give you some confidence that he can beat them again.
Well, I think a few of the horses have had a race and he hasn't, so there's that. And then he's come back as a 4-year-old now, so hopefully he can improve a little bit with age. And these horses are at different points in their preparation, so that makes it a little bit interesting.
What about from barrier 9? He's a horse that likes to race handy. Might we see something different this time with a bit of speed drawn inside him?
Well, he's been a bit keen in some of his races so far. A couple of trials he's had this time back. It's trial day, so it's probably a bit different. He's been quiet and he's been a lot easier to manage, but that might be with the lack of the race day excitement. But if they go too quick, well, he'll have to sit away from the speed a little bit, yeah.
Exciting to see the return, Paul, of Courier Wonder, and this unbeaten record as well adds another dimension to the race. He was 1.1 when winning that race at the end of last season.
Yeah, look, he did win it nicely. Stronger was sort of coming at him late there, wasn't he, in that race? I think he can do it again. I really like the trial. And the one thing about him, he's now a 4-year-old, so he's one that is coming. He's still on the improve. So I quite like him in this.
Can't knock him, what he's done. There it is, 5 starts, 5 wins. Joe's been on board for all 5. However, as John said in that interview, he's first up, and horses like Nabua Tack have got runs on the board.
But with the weight, if he's going to be a Group 1 horse, then he's, you'd imagine he's got to be competitive here as well, as will be Skyfield. He'll be ridden by Blake Shin.
Blake, what a wonderful return by Skyfield last time.
Yeah, it sure was. It was great to see him put in such a great performance. Obviously, with such a big weight, it wasn't easy to do, but he's a quality galloper, and it's great to see the horse come back and show that he's going to be a real force to be reckoned with in these big sprints in the coming months.
This week, the extra distance, nothing but a plus?
Nothing but a plus. Obviously, the only thing against him is the handicap conditions again, but I'm going in full of confidence. He's drawn a great barrier again in 2. I can't see why he can't go close to winning again.
Yeah, that was 1,000, obviously up to the 1,200 now. Gets a small turnaround at the weights with Super Wealthy. But Paul, as we have a look at the head on here, it's probably the path that he had to plot here. Gave away a little bit of ground. I'm not going to say he would have won, but he certainly might have got a little bit closer with a clear run.
They'd have to be thrilled with this debut effort, a seasonal debut effort from this horse. As you can see, once he got into the clear and he just really sprinted well. He's a big horse. He's over 1,200 pounds. So actually carrying the weight's not going to be a problem for him, I don't think. It's just giving away the weight to some of these other horses. But look, I wanted to include him because I was very impressed with that.
Got a shock when you said he was 1,200 pounds because he doesn't look a big horse when you see him in the parade, but great run. Blake's got a terrific record on him and big fan, so he's in for sure.
Yeah, second up, he's 3 from 3 as well, Skyfield, so he's definitely in calculations. Buddies, can we ignore him after what he did in the Celebration Cup last time, Mark?
Can't see him doing it again here, Andrew. The track won't be good to firm tomorrow. I'm almost sure it won't be anyway, even though the weather's been fine today. Duke Y, he's run on pretty well. He's proven at Group Company, Paul, buddies, this was a shock. It was a really good training performance by Tony Cruz to turn him around, but it would be a shock if he did it again.
Yeah, I don't think he can. Look, he had the race run to suit. Matthew gave him a perfect ride there. Won nicely. I think this is a lot tougher.
Yeah, I think leading was probably the key there. But, Buddies, you backed him last time, and don't want to put you off this time as well. Harmony and Rich, this is a really interesting horse of mine. He beat the track, or broke the track record here at Happy Valley. So comes out of a Class 2, now into Group Company. Paul.
Yeah, real speedy horse, isn't he, Harmony and Rich? Look, he has only had 2 starts at Sha Tin, so you can't say he's totally a Happy Valley horse, although he hasn't won of those 2 starts. But look, he did everything right here, but this is going to be a lot tougher for him.
It is. It's great to see him here, though. He's earned his spot in the field, and he has won over 1,200 metres before, as well as Harmony and Rich. We'll find out if he's up to them, but just want to see him do it at Sha Tin.
There's a little bit of eye victory about it because he broke the track record at Happy Valley in a Class 2, then went to a Group 1 as it turned out and won. Harmony and Rich doing something similar there. So he's definitely an interesting runner, as is Naboo Attack off bottom weights again here, Mark, 114 pounds. This is his slightly unlucky run behind Trillion Win last time.
He's done a great job to get as close as he has here, and Trillion Win is a nice horse as well, and he spotted him a big distance and run close to him. He's had 2 runs back. He's such a very, very big, honest horse and done a great job since arriving in Hong Kong. With those 2 runs, Paul, I think with no weight, he can upset the favourite.
Yeah, look, I've got it the other way round, but I agree. I think he's a Quinella horse for sure. Look, he just got a little bit further back. The race wasn't really run to suit him, was he? And the way he hit the line, he was unlucky not to win.
If he's heading to the internationals in December and is going to be competitive in a Group 1, I think he's got to go very close to winning this with just 114 pounds on his back. You can see the checkered passage he gets here.
Yeah, the top of the straight when he had a bump with Shining Gem on the inside. But you're right, if he wants to feature in the internationals with this lightweight getting a Courier Wonder fresh up, this is his chance to put his name on the board.
Yeah, if Courier Wonder beats him, then look, he'll be the favourite for the international sprint, won't he?
Yeah, both good up-and-coming horses, though, here as far as the sprinting racks are concerned, and maybe Naboo Attack gets further down the track as well. Market strange at this stage, Paul, for mine anyway. Harmony and Rich the favourite.
Yeah, look, I haven't got Harmony and Rich, and I'd like to see it at Sha Tin. I'm sure that market's going to change. The 2 main principles for me are Courier Wonder and Naboo Attack. And look, I've seen it with Courier Wonder. I think he can go on and win. Naboo Attack's going to give him a race, though, so looking for this is going to be a fantastic race. So 6 to beat 12. Skyfield, look, it was a great run from him. He's got to carry the weight. That was the only thing that put me off him. And then Super Wealthy. Look, he's come back to 1,000 metres. He's won both those races really impressively. And he's in great form this season as well. He's unbeaten. So I wanted to include him. And that's leading out horses like Lucky Patch. I'm worried about the draw for him. And last year's winner, Wishful Thinker. So end up with 6, 12, 1 and 7.
Same 4 as Paul, just swapped the top 2 around. Naboo Attack with the fitness on his side. Courier Wonder, he's out of the size stable, so John will have him as forward as he can get him prior to a race day appearance. Skyfield with the 133 again, but the 1,200 metres is excellent. He's won 3 times over the distance. Blake with the record, and Super Wealthy steps up in trip, but that won't be an issue. He's 2 from 5 with a second next to his name over the distance. 12, 6, 1 and 7. It is a super field.
It most certainly is. I think the 1, 6 and 12s are musts, and then take your pick as far as the fourth number is concerned. I've gone Harmony and Rich. Don't think he'll be favoured on the day, but think he's interesting. But I think Naboo Attack can continue with his march towards December.